Well, a home is the most expensive thing that most homeowners will ever buy, and where there is a lot of money involved, there are also some scammers and hackers too. Taylor Bennett is here from Bennett Property Shop to tell us some common real estate scams you should be on the lookout for. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning.
I think it's so great to have you, because the last thing that you want to worry about is when you're having this huge financial decision to have all these things at the back of your mind.
Absolutely, and it's not only for people actually buying a house right now. If you're buying or selling, obviously there's a lot of scams that could be there, but if you're just a homeowner, you don't have a mortgage on your house, you could be susceptible to some scams and be completely unaware of them until you actually go sell your house. So a couple of things for non-home sellers to look out for as well too.
All right, so this is for everyone, not just homeowners, and we've got kind of 4 things that we want to be looking out. So the first one, title fraud and identity theft.
Yeah, these two pretty much go hand in hand here. You can't do title fraud without identity theft. So the scammer would first get your identity, and they would fake that they're going to be you, and they're going to either try to take out a mortgage on your property or a loan out on your property, or even potentially sell your property without you even knowing what's going on. And so they could have access to literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, depending on how much your house is worth. And the best way to protect yourself on this is getting title insurance. And title insurance will run you anywhere from $200 to $800. That's it. And it will literally save you hundreds and thousands of dollars at risk that might be there for your home scam.
It's a small investment, especially just peace of mind, because you know what, maybe it doesn't happen, but even just the worry about that, because I can't even imagine the world of troubles that if something like that happened, what you'd be into.
Yeah, so if you're somebody who do have a mortgage on there, the mortgage, or pardon me, the lender, the bank typically will have that insurance there for you. So if you have a mortgage, you typically don't have to worry about that. If you don't have a mortgage, that's when you want to get your own title insurance on there.
Okay, one down, title insurance, little peace of mind.
Yep.
Next one you got for us, door-to-door sales and home improvement scams, which seems to be almost every day we hear of something different occurring.
Sure, yeah. Now, door-to-door, they have added some regulation here in Ontario in terms of kind of reducing the risk of that. So some of those long-term leases for your ACs and furnaces, they have banned the door-to-door sales on that in Ontario. So if somebody does knock on your door advertising that, tell them to go away. They shouldn't be doing that whatsoever. Now, not all door-to-door sales are scams. I want to make sure that people understand that. But what they'll try to do for your home improvement one is they'll come in and maybe want to fix your roof or fix your deck or something like that. They'll do a half of a job, put a lien against your property on the work that hasn't been paid for, and then you have a lien on your home, and maybe they don't even start the work and you forgot that you've even signed that contract. Once they put a lien on your home there, all of a sudden now you've got to worry about that situation there. Not as risky, of course, as the title fraud one, but it is possibly thousands of dollars you could be up for. So.
The ducts only need so much cleaning, right?
exactly. So not a prevalent one, luckily, again, not as high risk as the other one, but something you still want to look out for.
No, and just always do due diligence, right? If someone comes and make sure that you properly look forward and see, is this a reputable company, and just don't just go for it right away.
Ask questions, ask for testimonials, do some research. So even think of something, maybe it's a product you do want to sign up for, consult kind of one of your consultants or your friends or family members before signing anything.
Great advice. Okay, now a little bit more of a tricky one that could be maybe out of your hands with some help, wire transfer fraud.
Yeah, so in the process, if you're buying a house, of course, there's deposits and down payments that you want to put down towards your bank or the property itself. In these cases, it could be $10,000, $100,000, a big chunk of change, no kidding. And you're going to get a wire transfer message, kind of similar to those bank ones saying there was an issue with the deposit, there was an issue with your down payment on there, please click this link and then send over this way. They're trying to access your bank account on there. If there is a legitimate issue when you are buying a house with your deposit or a down payment, you're not going to get a text message or an email from somebody. Your agent's going to call you, your bank's going to call you in person, and you're going to speak on that. If you do receive a text message, you might think it's legitimate. Call your bank, call your agent before you do anything on there saying, hey, I've got this message. Is it legitimate? Maybe it is, but good chance it's not, because typically it will be a phone call instead of a random text message from some random number.
And it's freaky, right? Because they can have so much information where it would be like, hey, Taylor, it's Will, just making sure that this is going through. It's like they can get very detailed information and make it seem so real, so always be cautious.
And they're going to try to text you like friends do, exactly that. They'll use your first name, maybe they have the property address that you're buying, and so for the untrained eye, it might look legitimate, but very, very rarely. I can't think of an example where I would text a client some random link, telling them there's an issue. I'd be calling them on the phone saying, hey, problem with your transfer, call your bank, get that sorted out for you on there.
Always go to the source before you do anything or click any link. That's for everyone when it comes to that type of stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, reverse mortgage scams.
Yes. Now, not all reverse mortgages are scams, of course. Most of them are not. But what they're trying to do is very similar to the title identity fraud here. They're trying to get on title on your property here. So reverse mortgage, first of all, is basically you're signing up and they're going to be paying you some of your equity month to month. If somebody's on a pension and needs some extra money, it's not a bad option for them to get a little bit of monthly income from their home, drawing it off of there. But what the scammers are going to try to do is get access to your title, and just like before, they're going to try to put another mortgage on your property, potentially sell your property, become owner of your property, and basically take all of the funds from your house, not just the monthly payments that you might be signing up for initially. So again, not all reverse mortgages are scams on there, but just like anything, do your due diligence, know what you're signing. If you're somebody's a little bit elderly and maybe you don't have all the details on there, have your confidant beside you there, making sure you understand what you're doing before you sign on that dotted line. Because again, this is probably the most expensive thing that you're going to own in your life. You don't want to be losing it, especially near the tail end of your life when you need that for your month-to-month payments.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen some horrible stories where the elderly get taken advantage. So even if at home, always make sure to check in and say, if you get anything like this, reach out to me and then I'll help you contact those necessary. Taylor, it's so great to have you in because this is a serious problem amongst so many people. So we really appreciate it. People looking to find more information, wherever they head to you.
Well, they can go to our BennettPros.com if they like to, or give us a call, of course, at 613-233-8606. We'll run you through all these, make sure that you're not taken advantage of, and we'll run through our process to make sure that it's foolproof from start to finish.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Taylor.
Thank you.
Don't forget, you can listen to the Bennett Real Estate and Wealth Show with Marnie Bennett Saturdays, 1 p.m. on News Talk 580 CFRA. Take